Okay, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you might be. It's 4:08 in the afternoon, Eastern Time, 3:08 Central Time. I'm in Central Time Zone at the moment. So let's take a look. Let's look at crude oil. I love crude oil. I absolutely, I've gone back to what does the Bible say about I have something against thee because you have left your first love or whatever? Well, I've gone back to my first love. My first love has always been crude oil. I've always loved crude oil. You can make a lot of money in crude oil, and it's not that hard to figure out. Okay, so let's go through this. Number one, we are trading. You look at this morning, 3 o'clock, you look at London Open. Down here, um, you're looking at waffling around. It's trading back and forth and back and forth. But if you'll notice, the daily VWAP is starting to turn up. It's red and green, red and green. So you're going to get some waffling. You're going to get some back and forth. You're going to get some, stuff. If you'll notice, it was not able to push through yesterday's close. Okay, see that solid, see the solid area down here. And I'm not sure if you could see it, but let me zoom in a little bit. See this solid area down here? That's the 90-minute 90-minute VWAP extension. I'm sorry, that's the daily VWAP extension. Was not able to push through that daily VWAP. It touched the 90-minute VWAP right down here. Okay, it was not able to push through here. So anywhere down here, here's settlement price from the day before, which was at 73.10. Okay, anything above 73.10, you'll go long. Okay, or as soon as this guy turns, see it turn green. See it turn green. Comes back over here, retest, 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 retest. You draw a line. Well, the line's already drawn for you. There's settlement price, 73.10. Right across there, you go long at 73.10. You put your stop below 73.06, which is the initial balance short entry for the day, which it did nothing but go long. Okay, so here is that. Your daily VWAP is green now. Who's awake at 3:30 in the morning? Well, some insomniacs are, some guys. I love trading Globex, and I love trading the London session simply because of this, okay? Because London moves, baby. London will show you, London will map you out what's going on. Asian session, just kind of waffles back and forth, but the London guys, Ray's Group is one of the best crude oil trader desks in the world. They know what's going on. They know how to do this. So what you could do is, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. As soon as it broke this area here, you could go long. You could go long when it broke the daily VWAP. You could go long when it pulled back and was to the settlement price when able to break it. You can see 1, 2, 3 right there. The buyer stepped in, buyer stepped in, buyer stepped in. Boom, settlement price. Here we go. Or if you were sleeping in, which, hey, I know a lot of people do. That's fine. Nobody, who wants to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? And I got married in June, so I'm not exactly keen to, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and wake my wonderful wife up and, just so I could come in here and make money. So I'd rather, wait. So from 7 o'clock on, which is when my day kind of starts, which would be 6 o'clock Eastern time. There's 6 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, so I'm waiting. Well, here's the daily VWAP. Well, I could scalp that. I could, certainly do that. Or I could wait. Let's wait to see what's going on. Okay, I could scalp it, or I could just wait to come back to the daily VWAP, which is exactly what it did at 9 o'clock. Here's that 9 o'clock candle. This is a 5-minute chart. 9 o'clock candle came right down to the daily VWAP and bounced off as it came out of the cloud. See that the 90-minute cloud there? As it came, you're already long biased. Okay, daily VWAPs up here. As it came out of that 90-minute cloud, buy it. Buy the bottom of that candle right there. Buy it here. Buy it here. Buy it here. Right in this area right here. Buy that sucker and let her go, baby. Now, what are you doing? This was at Oh, you're looking at 70 between 73.79 and right there at 73.67. Anywhere in here, buy that sucker. Here we go. Okay, now what am I looking for? I'm looking for the previous days. I'm looking for these previous days lines. Okay, 74.89 would be a nice target if you bought multiple contracts down here. You bought one there. You bought one as it came up through the 90-minute. See the 90-minute 90-minute VWAP, and it turned it turned green. So you buy it, and you could take the long target here. But I usually look at the day before. What is the day before telling me? What are those levels? What are those levels telling me the day before? Okay, so I could take one off here. Here's the weekly VWAP. Okay, so I got monthly and weekly on there, and there's a reason for that, and you can see the reason for that. I could take one off here, but I'm still going up, still going up, still going up. Everything's green. Everything's green. The red is just, price action just following that red area up, which is the daily VWAP extension. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now we're starting to get into this area here, which is the initial balance from yesterday. So I'm looking at this initial balance from yesterday. I'm looking at the monthly VWAP. I'm looking at convergence here. Okay. So I'm looking at convergence. I don't see anything. Don't see anything. I can scroll this back. Don't see anything. I'm seeing convergence here. I could take it off at 76.02. I could take it off at 76.14. And as you saw, that's 5 ticks away from 76.19. But that monthly VWAP, I'm looking, okay, what am I doing at that monthly VWAP? I'm just bouncing around. And all of a sudden, you can see where it rejects that 90-minute VWAP extension and it comes back down. That's when you could get the heck out of that long trade, right? If you didn't get in, if you didn't get out at anywhere up here, okay, just get out there. Boom, you made, how much money? You're looking at, say, 1779 to, 76.12 or so. If you took it off at the monthly VWAP 76.06, if you took one contract off at the weekly to see what happens, okay, bounce around on a 5-minute chart and then shot up, okay. Nothing here tells me to get out. Nothing here tells me to get out. Just ride it. So one contract off there, one contract off there. If you had 2 contracts on, you made a boatload of money, baby, just like you did the day before. On that short, you made a boatload of money on the long. A lot of people will say that, it's gotta, the market's gotta rest. The market's gotta do this. Well, and that's true of equities and futures, okay? And sometimes other stocks. But crude oil is a little bit different animal, as you can see. We had a huge, huge, huge sell-off yesterday. And I'll kind of scroll you back, and you can take a look at this. Let me scroll back a little bit, and you can see where where that started. See where it comes up here, and then all of a sudden it jumps down here. There's your pullback trade, right? There's your pullback trade up to it popped up above yesterday's close. There's yesterday's close right there, and let's see. Yeah, there's yesterday's close, and it's right there. That settlement price right there, it was not able to push up through settlement price. So as it came back up and touched it, that's where you took your short. You could take your short there. You could take it anywhere inside here as it broke through the 90-minute, broke through the daily VWAP. Boom, boom. Take that short down, right? And just rode it, and you could just ride that sucker down. Anywhere down here, okay? As it passed up through here, as it passed up through there, right there, you could take, as it pierced, see, because it closes, it did not close above that 90-minute VWAP. Once it went down the daily, didn't close above the 90-minute VWAP, so Now, yeah, the 90-minute VWAP. So now, once it closes above the 90-minute VWAP, get the heck out. Okay. You could take it as it came back down here. You can see today's low. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here. As it, it pops down here, and then see where you could take it out here. Okay, as an early out, like one contract, but it popped up and it never even closed above there. So we got more short action, more short, and here we go. And then there's where you get the heck out. You can flip to the long if you want to. As it closes above, any of those bars close above there, you could take that and ride it up to that 90-minute top. As you can see, at 1400, crude market closes at 1430. Okay, so you don't get a whole lot of action after 1430. Okay, so CL closed, and the same thing here. You're not going to get a whole lot of action after 1430. There's your 1430 candle. You're not going to get a whole lot. So if you went short here, that's where you would take it off just the bottom of that guy, because you're not going to get a whole lot of action. And that's pretty much, shorting there, shorting up here, long down here at that 90-minute VWAP extensions. If you just wanted to scalp some money, if you came in and you had a doctor's appointment, or you're working in a full-time job and you wanted, you took off at lunch and you couldn't get in here. If you just wanted to scalp a little bit, you could take that from here to here. Boom. See how these are flattening out? See how those flattened out there? The 90-minute extensions. See how it's flattened out? That's support. That's short-term support and resistance. Okay, so you can see as it does this, you can see right here. There's your support. There's your resistance, short-term support and resistance. You could use that those 90-minute VWAP extensions as just a little bit of, it's just a little range there. You could trade those back and forth, right? Scalp a little money overnight. And then once it broke, boom. Everything in the world basically said go long. I mean, you're at 4 o'clock in the morning, but you broke above, you broke out of this guy. You're above the daily VWAP. Daily VWAP's green. 90-minute VWAP's green. You've got this as your support. Take that trade, baby. Or you could take the pullback. See the pullbacks in the 90-minute at 420. Pullback at 450. Pullback. Here's your long entry at, I believe that's 3 o'clock. These initial bounce areas are based on, I believe that's based on, it's based on 3 a.m. London Open, which I have found is extremely reliable for crude oil, because like I said, the London guys are very, very active in crude oil. Ray's guys are, like I said, he's got a pretty big crude oil trading desk. So there you go. And there was, and then you got out as it waffled around that monthly VWAP right there. So everything flattened out. See where it's flattening out there? What time of day is it? Number one, it's 2 o'clock. People are starting to think about getting out of their positions. It's Friday, 2 o'clock. So there you go. Hits up here, you get the heck out of the trade. Everything's flat right here. That extension's flat, you get out. So you can just ride it up till I flattened out and get out. So I hope this has been helpful. Oh, well, you can see it here. These kind of flattened out here. You can see those. One of the twos, they just flattened out and you popped up above here and then shorted, came back up here and shorted, and then there we go, down. Or you could just wait for the breakout, wait for the 90-minute VWAP or the daily VWAP to turn red, 90-minute VWAP to turn red, breakout there, boom, short. That was yesterday. And then today was exactly the opposite for the long. And as I said, you're not going to have a whole lot of resting period for crude oil. Crude oil tends to trend relatively strongly for most of the day. So anyway, I'm going to put some more stuff to figure out how to do like targets and stuff like that, but that will be in the next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you learn from it, and just very, very simple stuff you put on your charts. You have your initial 3 a.m. initial balance. I believe that's a 15-minute, I think. The initial balance. You've got your VWAPs, 90-minute VWAP, daily VWAP, weekly VWAP, monthly VWAP. Okay, and so now you had some targets to the upside. So hopefully this is helpful. I will be back probably this weekend. I'm trying to get this thing out this weekend to show you guys how to figure out some likely targets based on ATR and based on rate of change, which is pretty darn reliable. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.